everybody. You know, I'm doing a video right now for someone else, but I'm letting you into it because, well, because I have to do a video. So this gets two birds, one stone. And this is somebody that wrote to us that wanted to know if we had acoustic guitars that really worked well on stage because they play in a band. And it's high feedback when you're in a band. If you're plugging into a regular guitar amplifier, if you're plugging into the PA, if you've got volume, if you're playing with a bass and drummer and want to play acoustic guitar, it presents a unique challenge. And here's the challenge. Guitars that sound fantastic on your lap without an amplifier are the worst possible choice for playing plugged in loud. Now, if you're playing a coffee shop, skip this video. Just press fast forward and we'll see you on the next video. But for those of you that want to play louder, or perhaps have just a unique sound or something that you could use more pedals with and alter the sound, if you're recording and want to use processing of some kind, then I got a couple of guitars for you. We've talked about this. There was a band out of England called the Beatles, Ask Grandpa, and that is a J160E. They used it successfully for years. This is a Chet Atkins nylon string, and this is a 1989 Chet Atkins. They made this in steel string and classical string. We sold Billy Joel a few of these. Billy, the piano guy, uses this model on stage, the steel string version. But these are really unique and always have been. I'm going through a little Maestro amplifier, which is just a nothing amp, but a cool little $400 classic, hand-wired classic. These have a volume and a tone control on it, so you can adjust it accordingly. You can warm it up. I'm going to turn it up. You can add a little growl. So there really isn't any acoustical properties to this guitar. Without an amplifier, it has no resonating chamber. It's the same as a solid body guitar, but as you can hear, it actually produces an interesting nylon string sound, a little Willie Nelson-ish, if you will. And that is not a bad sound. Willie kind of made a few bucks on that sound, so it's... sounding. It's a weird thing. It's very hybrid, and it is very much about plugging it in, period. That's why they designed it, and it was never a big seller, but it is really a useful tool. These Gibson Chet Atkins, they came out around the 80s and 90s, and then they discontinued them because they didn't sell. But that's not the first time they've discontinued stuff that had become popular later. Now, in the same vein, this guitar, this J160E, is ladder braced. It's not X-braced. It's designed to basically look like an acoustic and act like a solid body. So acoustically, these really don't sound all that great. But if you turn them up, take a little teeth off that. A very functional, solid body guitar that, frankly, does not sound good. Neither one sound good on your lap. Yet, for playing through an amplifier, this is what they were designed to do. This having a laminated top, a ladder brace top, is meant to kill any of these sympathetic vibrations that would drive from the speaker to the top, to the speaker, to the top, creating a feedback loop. And you want to avoid that when you're on stage. The reason the Beatles played this is because they didn't have to play through a different amplifier. This was designed to play through an amp, plug it into anything you want, a Marshall or whatever you like, and you can get and create different textures. You can use different pedals, you can use processing of some kind. This works well for recording. These are unique instruments, both of them, and we are mentioning it to you on a video because I'm actually mentioning this for someone else. So, Karen, this video is for you, and you guys too.